The one another's of Scripture are meant to guide us as we interact with other people in the local church. They're actually biblical commands that govern our relationships. But there's a much deeper and more important or intimate application of these commands as they apply to the Christian home, and more specifically, the relationship between husband and wife.
Like 15 times in the New Testament, we are admonished to love one another. I mean, love is what Christians should do best. It's what we should be known for, and it's how people should be able to identify us and recognize us that we belong to Christ.
Typically, in today's culture, sadly, we're not known as Christians for what we love. We're known for what we oppose. But Jesus said in John 13:35, "By this shall all men know that you're my disciples, if you have love one to another." Others should be able to look at us and say, "Look at that man, he must be a Christian. Look how kind and tender and patient he is. Look how he loves his wife."
Or look at that woman, I bet she must be a Christian. Look at the way she loves her husband.
The New Testament uses the word agape to show that this is a self-sacrificing kind of love, a dying to self kind of love, the kind of love that puts the interests and needs and even the wishes of the other person before our own.
You know, and really as a side note, recognizing that the more intentional and proactive you are in loving your spouse biblically, the greater the desire you will have for your spouse. That's really the opposite of the way the world views it.
The world says that when you lose the desire, the marriage is over. But that's not true. You want to know how to put that spark back into your relationship? Learn how to love your spouse biblically. Focus on pleasing and meeting the needs of your spouse rather than yourself. 1 John 4:12 says, "If we love one another, God dwells in us, and His love is perfected in us."
So if you are looking for support in your marriage and relationships, follow us on social media for help and encouragement. You can find us on Facebook and on Instagram.